If you got it, a truck brought it to you. If you got your food, your clothing, your medicine, if you got fuel for your homes, fuel for your industries, a truck brought it to you. The day our trucks stop, America stops.
Al Pacino as Jimmy Hoffa in The Irishman. Hoffa was correct back then, and it's still correct now. It is almost impossible to buy or receive something that didn't spend all or part of its journey to you on a truck. We have roughly as many truck drivers as we have teachers, between 3 and 4 million, and we could probably use 1 million more truck drivers in this country. Here's how CNBC puts it, quote, a shortage of truck drivers, a problem that existed pre-pandemic, but one that has only worsened since, means goods can't get from the ports to warehouses to then find their way to retailers and consumers. With us tonight, John McCown, a truck driver for T-Force Freight. John usually pulls double trailers or a single 53-footer. He's a 20-year veteran. He spent 16 of his years behind the wheel as a Teamster. John, we really appreciate you coming on. I wanted to hear it from the actual drivers tonight. What kind of people, whether it's short hauls or long hauls, what kind of people generally make the best people in your line of work? And is the money still good if you're willing to work like hell?
Absolutely. You know, it takes all types of people, whether you're wherever you're from around the country, to be a truck driver. And the money is good. And just like the movie just said, if you got it, a truck brought it. Everything, Brian, from the clothes on your back to the creamer that you put in your coffee every day comes at some point on a truck. And there is a shortage. But you know, Brian, there's always been a shortage of truck drivers. But since the pandemic hit, one thing really hurt us bad with the pandemic is the truck driving schools shut down. So there was nobody in the pipeline. And that's why really is one major reason why we're really short.
I grew up friends with a long-haul truck driver, and watching him, it seems to me that he had the ability to pick up a load in Buffalo on a Monday and get it to Denver on Thursday. And in between, nobody much cared what route he took, what he did with his personal time, as long as he made that drop-off on Thursday. That is not the case anymore. GPS knows when you stop at a rest area. You've got cameras in the cabs of the trucks. The government knows how many hours are on the clock on that workday. And I am guessing technology would, if it had its own devices, would put you all out of work and make it an autonomous-driven industry. How has technology made your job better, if at all?
Well, what's it all about at the end of the day, Brian? It's all about safety. Safety on the highway. Your family's out there, my family's out there. And, you know, we're not a bunch of road truck drivers going up and down the road doing that, what you just said, pushing through, making sure if you're tired, you're still trucking. You know, the hours of service is there for a reason. And the important thing is that there's a lot of talk about the autonomous truck, but, you know, you've got to have the professional driver. The professional driver's got to be in that cab. And that's what we do every day. We are a safe industry. We're out there every day, every night, throughout the night, bringing goods to the American people. And, you know, this country is the backbone, is the trucking industry of this country. But the new technology, the CMS, the crash mitigation system has just made my job easier as a driver. You know, I got the radar looking forward. I got a blind spot indicator on my right, making sure that that I know someone may be in my blind spot on the right. It's just made my job easier as more technology comes along.
We've seen that bumper sticker all our lives from the drivers. If you can't see me, I can't see you. Let me ask you, John, did you feel essential at the height of the pandemic as everyone was calling truck drivers essential workers?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I was one of the guys, Brian, that I took 8 tractor trailer loads of hand sanitizer into the NYPD during the pandemic. We were essential. We didn't miss a day. Actually, it was busier than ever because they relied on us. The country relied on the trucking industry to make sure things got through, make sure that from toilet paper to masks to hand sanitizer, to make sure all that got to the people and where it needed to be. Yes, I felt essential, and we got it done because that's what we do.
What has the cost of fuel done to your job and your industry? And we should tell the good people watching how many miles per gallon the average 18-wheeler gets.
Well, I drove a brand new truck today. We got some new trucks in our fleet, and I was up to 9 miles per gallon. Our older trucks get somewhere around 6. But now with the new technology, I was watching it very closely. I was up to 9.5 miles a gallon. Fuel cost has risen, but with the new technology, the newer equipment coming out, fuel mileage is increasing, and therefore that's got to be good for the fleets. I'm a fleet driver, so I don't pay for the fuel, but I'm also conservative in that, I realize somebody has to pay for that fuel, so I'm conservative and I don't idle my truck and all that stuff. But the new technology is coming, and like I said, 9.1, 9.2 miles per gallon all day today.
Man, that makes you a Prius among the 6 mile per gallon crowd. One final question: what's the breakdown, owner operators versus fleet drivers, and is any one of those more lucrative?
I've never been an owner operator. I don't know. I think they make, they get the money, all the money that the revenue that they do. I don't know a lot about the breakdown. I just know that, it takes all of us to get this done, between owner operators and fleet owners and fleet drivers. We all got to work together, and we have. This is a resilient industry. We've been doing this for 100 years, and we'll continue to do it. When America needs us, we're there, and we're going to get it done.
Well, I'm going to take that sign over your left shoulder and turn it back on you and tell you we are thankful for you and the job you do. We have it to thank, as I said, for everything in our homes and lives. Our guest tonight has been John McCown. We are happy to find him outside of the cab for a few brief moments, enjoying a Tuesday night at home. Thank you, sir, very much for taking our questions.